Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Florida, side of today's tilt between the University of Findlay Oilers and the St. Louis, Missouri Tritons. Oilers come in after a tough loss yesterday, a 14-7 loss. Battled back and take the lead there in the late innings. Unfortunately, some freshman pitching got away from us a little bit there at the end of the game. But today's a new day, exciting day here in Cocoa, Florida. This is the first game ever played in this facility since it's been renovated. They had people in here last night actually this morning until 6 o'clock, hanging up the screen behind home plate. They just got done painting stripes on the infield. Beautiful ballpark here. They're undergoing a multi-million dollar renovation. And just looking around, you can definitely see that they've got a grand vision for this place. But it is kind of neat for the University of Findlay Oilers and the St. Louis, Missouri Tritons to get a break the new park in, as they said. We're going to start off with the lineups for your Findlay Oilers. Leading off and playing center field, number 4, Logan Hara. Batting number 2, number 14, playing right field, Pete Jorgen. Batting third, number 22, your designated hitter, Chase Goulet. Batting fourth, number 18, playing third, Roman Kuster. Fifth in the order, number 13, your left fielder for the day, Austin Adams. Batting sixth, number 6, playing position number 6 at shortstop, Kevin Schrock. Batting seventh, number 7, Troy Merriman. He's your third baseman. Behind the dish today, batting 8th is number 35, Miguel Valdez. And rounding up the order is number 2, second baseman, Evan Holler. On the bump for Findlay today is John Walker. John took a no decision in the first game of the year. The starting pitcher for the St. Louis Tritons is number 25, Zach Sedlak, a 6'9", 250-pound right-handed pitcher from Glen Carbon, Illinois. First pitch of the day is ball 1 away, and we are underway. Official time is 12:05 here in Cocoa, Florida. My name is Joe Meeberg. Welcome me in for a doubleheader today, and I'm joined by Kyle Meerman.
Yeah, it's nice to be here, Joe. It's been a long week of baseball, but you got to love it. Sunshine and baseball, and you mentioned the 6'9" Sadlicek on the mound. He's an all-conference performer last season. He's thrown 3 balls here to start the game. Last year for Sadlicek, he had a 2.63 ERA, was 5-2 in 10 games started for the Tritons. So a dominant pitcher here. The Oilers are getting number 1, as this is actually the first, well, not the first game. The Tritons are 1-0. They played back on the 28th of February. And so the first game for them down in Florida, Logan Hara starts with a walk for the Oilers.
Logan saw 5 pitches there, 4 balls and 1 strike. Logan never got the bat off his shoulders. I've talked this entire trip to Florida about Logan's speed on the base pass. He's somebody we need to get him on the base pass if the Oilers are going to be successful. It's a great way to start this day here, Cocoa Beach, Florida, for Findlay Oilers. First pitch to number 14, Pete Jorgen, start on the outside corner of the plate.
What I'm noticing from Sadlicek is some pretty good velocity, probably the best fastball that the Oilers have seen thus far. We'll see how they react. He still has yet to throw off speed.
Kyle, when you're 6'9", standing on the rubber, it's going to come downhill at you fast, no matter what he throws.
That's right. He has an intimidating presence.
Third pitch there, at bat is ball away. Count goes to 1 and 2. If you're just joining us, no outs here in the top of the first inning. Oilers do have Logan Hara, a runner on first base. Keep an eye on Logan Hara over there at first base with the ball back.
You mentioned this facility at the start of the broadcast, Joe, and it is a good one. Not just this baseball field, but also some softball fields we see out over the left field wall. Pete Jorgen chops one back to the pitcher. But some softball fields over the left field wall, and I've been told there's also a basketball complex going in with 8 basketball courts, an indoor hitting facility. So this is a multi-million-dollar project, like you mentioned, and appears to be a beautiful complex in the making here, down here in Cocoa Beach, Florida.
He ordered a slow roller there. The first back to the pitcher advances Logan Hare to second base. In steps number 22, Chase Gillette for your Findlay Women's. Chase takes the ball away there. Kyle, there's some early lineup changes for Missouri St. Louis. I'll get those to you here momentarily, but something that didn't catch us off guard. We knew it was coming, but bear with us as we get through some of these changes here for Missouri St. Louis. Count goes to 2-0. Swing and a miss there from Chase Gillette. Chase pushes the count to 1-1. Chase has been seeing the ball really well all year so far for the Findlay Oilers. He's definitely been a bright spot behind the plate, or at the plate for us. Ball away there from, Sedlak, starting pitcher for Tritons. Nice thing about this stadium for the fans of the area, the entire place is covered in shade. So if you want to sit in the sun today, it's optional. Swing and a miss there by Goulet, pushes the count to 2-2. Again, no outs here. Top of the first inning, no score.
Still yet to see off speed from Sadlicek. His fastball just overpowering this Oilers lineup thus far.
First strikeout of the inning for Sadlicek, which is 2 outs. Brings up first baseman Roman Kuster. When I was hitting fungos with the team this morning, taking infield, I did notice a couple things. The ball is flying big time out the deep left field. If Roman can run into one of the left fielders, is it going to be a no-doubter? Also, the infield's a little choppy here at Cocoa, Florida. Some real funny bounces watching both teams take infield this morning. Strike one pitch there for Sadlicek. He's ahead of another Findlay Oilers batter. Swing and a miss there from Kuster. Roman Kuster, 6'4" freshman, 205 pounds out of Lake Orion, Michigan. Three straight pitches, 3 straight strikes for Roman Kuster. That sets the Oilers down. No runs, no hits, no errors there in the inning. The Oilers do leave one stranded. Back to live baseball here in Cocoa, Florida. Leading off for Missouri St. Louis Tritons is number 6, Jake Beckwith. 5'11" sophomore out of Baldwin, Missouri. Jake's your right fielder from the St. Louis Tritons. Great first pitch there from Findlay Oilers. John Walker gets the count ahead 0-1. It's a good block on pitch number 2 there from John Walker by Miguel Valdez. They're on the infield for your Findlay Oilers today. Valdez behind the plate. Goes Kuster at first base. Pollard at second. Shock at short. Merriman at third. Left to right in the outfield goes Adams, Hera, and Jorgen. Slow roller back up the middle for Kevin Schrock. Kevin picks up, fires across the diamond. Nice play by Kevin there. Turns you to his left to get the out. 1 up, 1 down here in the inning for the Findlay Oilers.
John Walker making his second start of the season. Pitched in game number 1 as the number 1 starter for the Oilers. Pitched against Gannon and had a great outing. Went 7 innings, allowed 4 hits and just 1 earned run. Maybe 5 walks, though, were the key. But he did hold Gannon scoreless. The game went into extra innings, and the Oilers fell there in walk-off fashion. But a great start out of senior John Walker in game number 1. We'll see what he does here in game number 2 of the season.
One out count here for John Walker. John Walker fires. It's a foul ball back out our way. Far left. Folks, bear with us. This is the first time all year we've been this high in the air. So if we get action back into our area, we'll do our best to collect souvenirs and sell them back home. Another foul ball back at play. Loud foul ball back at a play too. Lands into the metal sheeting roofing here at the Cocoa Ballpark.
Last season, Joe Kinnavan for the Tritons hit .271, started in 16 ball games, collected 16 hits in 59 at-bats, doubled, tripled, and homered 1 time each, and had 8 RBIs in the season. So a senior leader that I'm sure the Tritons are looking for a big year out of, hitting today in the number 2 hole.
In number 20, J.J. Kinnavan. J.J. starting shortstop today for St. Louis. That's a foul ball back into the dirt. Oilers donning their gray slacks, black tops with the all-black hats today. Tritons, all-white uniforms with red pinstripes and red hats and helmets today. It's a sharp look from both teams today. Great off-speed pitch there by Johnny Walker. Gets first strikeout of the game. That's 2 up, 2 down so far. Johnny's looked pretty sharp early this in the game here, Carl.
He has looked pretty good. Got a weak ground out on hitter number 1 and a strikeout there in the second hitter of the ball game. So getting through these first couple of hitters, but as we've seen of late from the Oilers, it's going to take more than early inning success, as late inning success for the opposing teams have been the downfall. This ball laced in the left field.
Nice play there from Austin Adams, left fielder for the Findlay Oilers. That's 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors from the Oilers and the Tritons in that inning. We go to the top of the second inning. Score tied 0-0. Folks, back to live baseball here. We were experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties with our microphones there for a second, but we should have everything handled now. Now at the plate is Austin Adams, your left fielder for the Findlay Oilers. Austin made the last hit out of the last inning there. That's a 6 or 7 pitch walk there from Austin Adams. Again, the Oilers get an early runner on. Leadoff hitter advances on to first base. Next up is number 6, Kevin Schrock. Whereas number 6 plays position number 6 for the Findlay Oilers.
It's a good walk by Adams, getting a start today. After he rested yesterday, was getting a rest after a long 15-inning marathon. Did get in that bat yesterday, came in a pinch hit situation, and was hitting the shin, in his right shin. And saw him in the hotel last night, and there was a pretty good bruise, so we'll see if that hinders his running ability there at first base.
I want to give out a shout-out to those watching in Texas right now. I know I've got a couple friends down there. We've got some family watching down there. Schrock offers it a bunt there and misses. That pushes the count to 0-2. Yeah, Austin Adams for the Findlay Oilers. Was put in yesterday when they were down. Put in down a couple of runs there. Strike out there by Schrock, swing and a miss, and fire back to first base to pick off Austin Adams. Does not constitute as an out. So Austin's back in time there. Nice job of diving back in, getting his jersey dirty here. Next up comes number 7, freshman Troy Merriman. Troy, 5'10", freshman out of Granville, Michigan. A slow roller back up the middle. Shortstop Kinnelland takes the play, takes the force out at first base. He throws the ball away there over the first baseman. First baseman is Orlando. Doesn't throw away. Merriman gets to advance down to second base. So the Oilers record an out. Force out there at second base, but throwing error by shortstop Kinnelland does result in the Oilers getting a run to second base, getting a runner to second base. Excuse me. Next up to number 8 spot, Miguel Valdez, number 35, pitcher for the Oilers. Checks his swing and takes a strike there to go down 0-1.
That last play, Joe, the error is on the shortstop throwing the ball in the dugout, not because of the high throw to first, but because it went out of play. Can't assume the double play. So even had Merriman reached safely there with a wide throw, had the ball stayed in play, that would not have been an error. But since Merriman advanced to second base on the throw out of play, it does go as an error on the shortstop.
Miguel Valdez here with the 1-1 count. A huge hole to the left side of the infield. Strike there by Sedlak pushes the count to 1-2. 2 outs here in the inning.
Sedlacek still pounding the zone with that fastball. I don't believe we've seen any off speed yet. And when you've got 92 or 93 in that right arm, why not throw it? And it's been overpowering today.
Valdez there with a good eye, taking pitch away. That pushes the count to 2-2. Center fielder, right fielder, shade in the right field. Center field, the left fielder playing deep and in a standard playing position. Huge hole on the left side of the infield. Foul ball smashed out of play to our left there.
You're right about the shift, Joe. When you've got a flamethrower like the Tritons do on the mound, you're going to shade to the opposite field, expecting a late swing out of the Oilers hitters. And so there is a big gap in left center. If Miggy can square one up, and fastball is not going to be enough throughout the whole game, and they'll be able to time it up. Miguel with a good swing there. But so if you see enough fastballs, he'll be able to pull one. That left center field gap, he could run a long way. Anything to the wall in left center would be an easy triple for Miguel Valdez.
Miguel does have some speed. He's one of the smaller catchers we have in our program here, along with Jordy and Kristen Smith. Jordy got the start yesterday. Strikeout looking there from Miguel Valdez. That is no run scored there in the inning. Going to the bottom of the second inning here, score tied 0-0 between University of Findlay and St. Louis Tritons. Back to live baseball. John Walker opens up with the first pitch strike to number 35, Kevin Smith. Kevin's the number 4-hole hitter and your designated hitter for the Missouri St. Louis Tritons. Great 0-1 pitch there. Gets a swinging strike from Smith. Johnny Walker, he gets the 0-2 advance there.
A velocity from Sadlicek for the Tritons. And it looks like Johnny Walker also is pumping a pretty good fastball here today on just 4 days rest. So not the typical 5 that a pitcher usually wants. But down here in Florida with all these games, kind of forces the hand there in short rest. But Johnny looking good here early.
That fourth pitch that he had bat there is a swinging strikeout there from the designated hitter, Kevin Smith. He brings up number 22, Chris Mathis. Chris is your third baseman for the Missouri St. Louis Tritons.
Mathis hit just 140 last season in 13 games, only 6 for 43 on the year. Getting the start here today for the Tritons.
Great block in the dirt there by Miguel Valdez, the catcher for the Findlay Oilers. Pitch wasn't too far outside. Miguel had to come out of his stance a little bit there to get that one.
You mentioned the pitch outside in the last inning there. We saw the strikeout from Sadlicek. And we've made the observation here that from our vantage point, it looks like the umpire's got a pretty wide zone. He's calling about a ball and a half off the plate. So see if that affects the hitters here today. They're going to have to be a little more aggressive at the plate.
Foul ball back up in our direction here. That one is not going to come back as a souvenir for somebody.
I'd love to on the roof and go get that one, Joe,
Yeah,
but I don't know if I would fall through and down into the seats below. And I don't think it's worth it, to be honest.
2 strikes here from John Walker. Get the count on the balls here for you. There goes the 2-2 count here for Johnny Walker. Walker into his set, and he rocks and fires. Pop up to the infield. Roman Kuster shades underneath of it. That's some foul territory. Wynn definitely pulling Roman not catching that one. He was in a good spot. Wynn drifted him back over. It's a play you'd like to see Roman make, but on the new field and the new diamond, as windy as it is, can't get too mad at him. And I don't know if Roman wears sunglasses or not.
Doesn't look like he is today. As like you said, the wind may be playing a factor. When you're playing in a stadium like this, it's always conscious. You always have to be conscious about the wind. It can swirl at times. This ball is drilled into the left center field gap.
Mistake from Kuster's going to come back and bite the overs here as he gets on. It's a 1-out double from number 22, Chris Mathis from the St. Louis Tritons. That's the first hit of the game for the St. Louis Tritons. That's also their first base runner.
I'm going to have to go and do a little research now, Joe. I on the foul ball to Kuster that was dropped, if that goes as an error, then if this run from second scores, if that'll be earned or not. I'm gonna have to look that one up. They say you learn something new every day, so I'm gonna have to go do some research and find out what's the situation here.
That's why Kyle makes the big bucks, folks. He just goes and does the research. I'm here on a volunteer basis, and like I said yesterday, they pay me in sunflower seeds. That's all I can ask for. First pitch from Johnny Walker there to number 44, Jared Clark, your catcher for St. Louis. 1-0 count, runner on second base. Time called at home plate. The outfield plays straight up. Left fielder Austin Adams and I were talking before the game today. He said he's going to play a little bit deeper back in left field because the ball is carrying out. Center fielder Logan Harris shifts into short right center field. Ball inside there from John Walker. Pushes the count to 2-0. Kyle, looking around the top of the roof here at the stadium, I can see 2 foul balls already. Kind of wonder how many are going to get collected up there over the course of today's game.
Yeah, that's why you got to think that it would be safe to walk out there because that would just be a haven for foul balls.
Sponsor a little league team with all the baseballs that are going to be up here by the end of the year. Last pitch from John Walker, high and inside. Number 44, Jared Clark had to back out of the way there. Valdez came out of his crouch to catch down, keep it going from by him. keep it from going by. Excuse me. Nice comeback pitch there from Walker, pushes the count to 3-1. Findlay Oilers coach Steve Farrell made the comment today when I was talking to him that we're in a real dugout for the first time all year. At some point today, Kyle's going to get a view of both teams seeing at the top of the dugout. It's one of those places that kind of remind you of the big leagues a little bit. Line drive right at Evan Holler there at second base. Holland's not able to come up with the ball. That's a run-scoring single. Missouri St. Louis Tritons take a 1-0 lead here early in the first inning. Official scoring on that is a single for Jarrett Clark there, so that pushes the scoreboard to 1-0. If you're a Tritons fan, that's 1-0 good guys. If you're an Oilers fan, that's 1-0 bad guys. Walker, we're going to have a look at the stress now. Number 7 batter, Shane Brinker. Now at the dish, Shane is your center fielder for the St. Louis Tritons. Walker checks Jared Clark over there at first base. Missouri St. Louis Tritons are head coached by Jim Brady. Jim's out there on third base right now calling in the place he'd like to see happen. Runner advances there for St. Louis Tritons. That ball hits the speech in the right field. It's a foul ball. Runner retreats back down to first base. John Walker got a nice did a nice job there getting him to foul pitch back. Cocoa Florida Stadium here decked in red, white, and silver here. Beautiful green grass infield with red clay. Red clay along the base pass. That's a slow roller. Another tough bounce for the Findlay Oilers. Kevin Schrock unable to make that play. He may have been looking for the double play there. It's going to go as an error on Schrock. Ball goes into center field, and Logan Hare comes up, makes the play. First and third now, with one down in the inning for St. Louis Tritons. John Walker is going to get a visit from Coach Steve Farrell as well as the rest of his infield. Back to live baseball here, Cocoa, Florida. That meeting on the mound was fairly quick from Coach Steve Farrell. Probably confidence with pep talk there. John Walker again pitching on short rest. Nice swing and miss there, an off-speed pitch from Johnny Walker. Runner on third base. Jared Clark was halfway down the line there after Findlay Oilers catcher Miguel Valdez made the catch. I wonder if they're not trying to cook something up here. Walker rocks and fires back to first base from Acosta with the pickup. Number 11, Dominic Orlando is your first baseman at the plate now. Dominic, a 6', 180 junior from Millbrae, California. Last pitch is a foul back into the net. This is the count to 0-2. Miguel Valdez, catcher for the Findlay Oilers, goes out, makes his gyrations on what Coach Steve Farrell would like to see made. Here is if the ball is hitting the infield. We're going for first base. saw a play there from Coach Steve Farrell. They kind of wondering if he was going to run. So runner from first base advances down to second. Uncontested throw as Valdez fires back to starting pitcher John Walker. What you're looking to do there is get the ball back to John Walker with the hopes the runner on third base is going to fire back, try to steal home. Walker has the ball in his hands. It's a close throw for him and the second baseman. Infield playing in right there. Diving stop by Roman Booster. Roman to flip to first base. Gets the force out at first base. Nice play there by Roman Booster and nice job covering by Johnny Walker. That does score a run, however, for Missouri St. Louis Tritons. That does advance the runner to third base. 2 down here in the inning for John Walker. Tritons to score 2 runs here in the bottom of the second inning, taking a 2-0 lead over the Findlay Oilers. We do have a runner on third base. Paul Moritz at the plate right now, a second baseman for St. Louis Tritons, and wearing number 13. Foul back into the screen there, directly behind home plate. You found out earlier, you and I were talking about this being a brand new ballpark. Those screens were just installed this morning, so they're not even 7 hours old at this point. So nice job of work here by the grounds crew and the staff getting this field ready as they were under the 11th hour. Up in the infield, pitcher Miguel Valdez goes in. Goes to his knees to make the sliding play there, though. That does get the third out of the inning. However, 2 runs scored in that inning by Tritons to take a 2-0 lead. Headed to the top of the third inning here. Tritons 2, Oilers 0. Back to baseball here. Evan Holler at the dish for the Findlay Oilers. That was an 0-1 count. Evan makes contact. Rolls that one right back to the pitcher Sedlak. With a put out to go 1-3. 1 down now in the inning. It rolls the top of the lineup over leadoff batter Logan Hara, number 4. Logan with a 5-pitch walk in the first inning. Lead off the game with a walk for the Oilers. First off-speed pitch I've seen from today there from Sedlak. Ball high. Right down the middle, but like I said, it was a high pitch, but that's one of the first pitches I've seen today where it was off speed. One out count from Sedlak was a cutter away. And there's a comeback strike from Sedlak. That last pitch, Clark had to go to the stance to get it. out of it, but he fires right back with a 2-0 fastball, which is count 2-1. There's a line drive single back up the middle for Logan Hara. Logan 1 for 1 on the day now with that single. He's been on base twice for the walk earlier. Not reiterating enough how quick Logan is. The team calls him Scooter. Him getting on base is a huge advantage for the Findlay Oilers. Center fielder Brinker with the play on that one came into fielding, keep Logan to a single. Brings up Pete Jorgen. He's playing right field today for the Findlay Oilers. Logan takes a secondary lead at first base. Great stop there from Clark, the catcher for Tritons, as he picks up and wants to throw back down to first base. Logan does get back in time, and there's not a throw back down to first. Logan does take off. That was potentially a hit and run if he would have got his pitch there. Foul back out of play, though. Pushes the count to 1-1. Logan Hara retreats back to first base. Going to have a lineup change here for the Findlay Oilers here, next couple batters. Pete Jordan's batting now in the on-deck circle. It's Chase Goulet, but fly back here. Fell to right fielder, or fly ball to right fielder. Right fielder Beckwith came under it. It's 2 outs in the inning now. Looking here, it's still stranded there at first base. 2 down, Chase Goulet steps in. In the on-deck circle, number 20. That's not right, folks. Number 28. Pete Burkett steps in. Pete is going to be a 6'4" first baseman from Perrysburg, Ohio, getting his first parts of the action of the year. Again, Chase Goulet, number 22 at the plate for the Findlay Oilers. He's still for 1 on the day. The on-deck circle is defensive substitution there at first base. Number 28, Pete Burkett. Ball owner, good eye there from Chase Goulet. The last couple of days, Chase has been absolutely on fire with the bat in his hand. He did carry that in batting practice today, and Coach Steve Farrell's hoping to keep that going. Here, the Oilers need his senior leadership for sure. Ball outside. It's a little bit more off-speed stuff from the starting pitcher, number 25, Sedlak. St. Louis Titans. Again, 2 outs in the inning. Oilers down 2 runs here in the top of the third inning. It's a 4-pitch walk from Chase Goulet. Nicely done. Nice job there at Chase Goulet. I think the pick to throw pitches to him. Varsity debut here for number 28, Pete Burkett. He will replace Robin Booster at first base. That puts runners on first and second base. 2 down for the Findlay Oilers. Infield playing deep everywhere. Runners out. Right fielder playing fairly deep as well. Pete with a slow roller to third base. Third baseman comes in, charges it. Hits Pete in the head. The throw hits Pete in the head, however. That's going to score a run. It's going to score Logan Hara from second base. Chase Goulet does a great job of busting around the base pass. Chase Goulet advances to third base. That is a slow roller there from Pete Burkett. Pete does have some power, but that time it was a throwing error. I believe a throwing error.
It's going to go as a single.
Okay, I lied to you. That's a single. Hopefully Pete's okay there. He took that one right off the head. That was a fastball from the third baseman. He brings up number 13, Austin Adams. Austin, your left fielder today. Austin does possess some power. Strike 1 pitch there. Pushes it down to 0-1 and get 2 outs in the inning. Oilers now down 2-1. Pete Burkett takes a pretty good lead there at first base. Chase Goulet is even with the grass. Third. 0-1 pitches the ball outside now. Folks, I want to apologize. Kyle's been having some technical difficulties on the computer side, so he has chimed in a whole lot, and he will chime in eventually. And the ball outside, that's 2-1 count.
It's going back to that play that Kuster dropped the foul ball and did go as an error. And when I went into the program to try and insert that play, something funky happened, and so I'm working to resolve that issue, Joe.
Unfortunately, we are not a big league program, so we don't have all of the latest and greatest technological advances, but we do a pretty good job of what we have. 3-1 count here for Austin Adams. Steps in, you wonder what Findlay coach Steve Turtle is going to have him do here. And there's the answer. Swing and a miss at a strike pushes the count to 3-2. Top of 3 here in Cocoa, Florida. Pete Burkett with the lead off first base. He's offensive substitution here, and will play first base momentarily. Austin Adams with a swing and a miss. Pitcher drops the ball, but catcher does maintain the possession of the ball and tag is off and out. Oilers do score a run in the inning, however. We're going to the bottom. Back to live baseball here in Cocoa, Florida. First pitch of the at-bat here to Jake Beckwith was a ball low. Second pitch here. Pitches accounts at 2-0 to number 6, Jake Beckwith. Jake, your right fielder today for the Missouri St. Louis Tritons. Another ball in count from John Walker. That was a 3-0 count. That's a good comeback pitch there from John Walker. Pushes the count to 3-1. Five-pitch walk there from John Walker. Number 6, Jake Beckwith, is going to head down to first base. The leadoff runner on again in this inning. One line ball to deep to right center field for right field. That is going to be a 2-run home run out into the dirt there. That pitch absolutely belted by number 22, J.J. Kinnavan. Shortstop for the Tritons. That ball is a no doubter. Pete Morgan just kind of turned, looked, and it's gone. That puts the Tritons up 4-1 here in the bottom of the third inning. Tritons bench jumped up as soon as he made contact with it. They knew it was gone, and that ball might have been out who's going into the left field, but kind of in a bandbox here. Coco forward. That ball was a no doubter. Johnny Walker back on the dish. Ball one inside. Walker kicks and fires. Pop up on the infield here. Ball's going to be out of play. It's right off the top of the Oilers' dugout. 7 rows back. Great hustle there by Miguel Valdez and defensive substitution. Pete headed back over there to make the play. Another good pitch from Walker there. That pushes the count to 1-2. Pete Burkett did go over and get on the rail there on that last full bow. I got a play. Here's a drive deep straightaway center field. Logan here camps under it. Takes about 15 steps back, and the wind keeps him going backwards. That's a nice play by Logan here, but you go back and make the play. Kyle, I don't know if you were down there earlier when we were talking, but Austin Adams and I were talking. If there's any balls hit into the water, wherever your college allegiance should lie, when you see a real live beater, they're a little bit more intimidating than they are on TV. On the outside corner of the plate there, pushes the count to 0-1. Ball in the dirt, good block by Valdez there. Pushes the count to 1-1. Cool 82 degrees here. Cocoa, Florida. A lot of clouds in the sky, but a lot of blue sky up there as well. Pop up on the infield. Kevin Schrock goes back. Slips and falls down. The ball's in his glove before he hits the deck there. It's a great inning. Tritons have scored 2 runs here at the bottom of the 3rd inning, pushing the score to 4-1. Oilers down again early in the game. Johnny Walker knocks and fires here with the first pitch of this at bat.
Apologize, Joe. I just took your rosters. I'm still trying to resolve this issue. I'm gonna have to delete all of the plays back up to that foul ball. So I'm feverishly trying to work.
Number 22 for the Tritons, Chris Mavitz, 6'3", 195-pound third baseman out of Collinsville, Illinois at the dish now. There's a sharp single back up the middle. Great job by Pete York out in right field by the Findlay Oilers to cut the ball off immediately and get the ball back into the infield. Turns out another runner on base, first base occupied there by Chris Mathis. Going down the lineup here for the St. Louis Tritons. They might have one of the tallest rosters in baseball this year. There are not a lot of kids under 5'10". All big kids. Corn-fed, raised out there in Missouri and Illinois area. In steps number 44 for your Missouri Tritons, St. Louis Missouri Tritons, Jared Clark, 6'2", Batavia, Illinois. See a nice single right back up the middle. They hit it where they ain't. Another play made there by Pete Jorgen. Runners on first and second now for the Tritons. Oilers and the Tritons do have a little bit of sports history this year. The St. Louis Missouri Tritons women's basketball team made an appearance in Findlay mid-December. Those of you following along at home, the University of Findlay men's basketball team was defeated last night 69-62. Senior Jake Hagan had 28 in his final appearance as a Findlay Oiler. Ball outside there from John Walker. No action in the Oilers bullpen here in the third inning. Jake had about 1,400 points in his career for Findlay Oilers. Great pitch there from Johnny Walker, and a nice job from Miguel Valdez catching and framing ball. Telling this right. 2-1 count here for John Walker. Kind of laboring a little bit, needs to get out of the inning as much as possible here. Ball outside. Miguel Valdez comes out of his crouch to block that ball, keeping it in front of him. Number 9, Shane Brinker, a 5'9" senior out of Stillwater, Oklahoma this year. Excuse me, that last pitch pushes the count to 2-1. Walker steps off the plate. Center field and right field playing in standard depth. Again, Austin Adams playing deep in left field for the Findlay Oilers. Infielders flashback. Couple back into the screen. Strike number 2. Dugout screening out as much support as they can for right now for Johnny Walker. Johnny Walker gets a clean third strike there to end the inning. Tries to do some more damage though on the 2-run blast, and I mean blast into right field. Oilers now down 4-1, headed to the top of 4. Back to live action now. Findlay Oilers down 4-1. Top of the 4th inning. Up with the Oilers shortstop number 6, Kevin Strock. First pitch high and inside from number 25 from the Tritons,